Our heartfelt respect to Dr. B.R. Ambedkar, the father of Indian Constitution. Thank you, everyone. I request dignitaries to take their seat on the stage. Now, I humbly request the Director of UPSIFS, Dr. G.K. Goswami, to present sapling to our distinguished chief guest. Thank you, sir. I request Additional Director Shri Rajeev Malhotra to present sapling to Major General Anirudh Sakre. Thank you, sir. I request Additional Director Sir to present sapling to Dr. Arun Mohan Shri. Thank you, sir. I request Director Sir to present sapling to Professor Sanjay Singh. Thank you, sir. I request Director Sir to present sapling to Ms. Niha Jan. Thank you, sir. I request Additional Director Sir to present sapling to our Director Sir. Thank you, sir.
Dr. G.K. Goswami, our beloved director, UPSIFS. Sir is a distinguished combination of a seasoned bureaucrat and a scholarly academician. He is a 1997 batch IPS officer, having served in various districts as police chief, joint director in CBI, and served with the UNODC. He visited Cornell University, USA as a Fulbright Fellow. Sir is a passionate writer, having published dozens of books and articles. Recently, he coined various terms like forensic aid, noble concepts like law with labs, community forensic, and innocence clinic. I request him to introduce the institute and the topic.
Good morning, one and all. I welcome our esteemed chief guest, Shri Rajeev Krishna ji. We also delighted to welcome the army officer, and today we are privileged to welcome as our esteemed guest Major General Anirudh sir. As usual, we are always delighted to welcome none other than the mentor of this institute, Professor A.M. Shri, the director of IIIT Lucknow. I am also very happy to welcome Professor Sanjay Singh, who is a renowned legal expert, and he is from Ram Manohar Lohia National Law University. We also have very promising civil servant who by training is a technocrat, Ms. Niha Jan. My own colleague, Rajeev Malhotra, the DIG of this institute, all the dignitaries sitting here, particularly my esteemed faculty members, the members from Army who are our guests for this course, my beloved all students, dear friends. I am very happy to welcome you all because, as everybody knows, that almost in 1.5 years or little more, I can say in around 1 year and 8 months, this institute, with the blessings of the government of Uttar Pradesh, particularly Honorable Chief Minister Yogi Adityanath ji, it has spread its wing very well. We have 3 schools particularly at present. One is School of Forensic Science, another is School of Science and Technology, and third one is School of Legal Studies. I want to fetch your attention that in the modern era of artificial intelligence and other emerging technologies, now the legal compliances are very important. Everybody knows that India in 2017 has announced by the Honorable Supreme Court the right to privacy as fundamental right under Article 21 of Indian Constitution. But for implementing the right of privacy, the DPDP Act 2023 is already in place. And you will surprise, and most of the technocrats are probably not knowing, and I want to fetch the attention of the participant here from Army that now this DPDP Act is very, very essential to understand. If any data breach somebody does, then it will amount a very heavy penalty and to the tune of 250 crores for the first time breach, and it may go up to 500 crores. So I think the ignorance of law is not going to help anymore. So whatever we are doing, we should compile or we should combine or intertwine the science with law. This is not a choice, it is a compulsion. And considering that the requirement, this institute became the first to introduce a very novel concept called law with labs. Under that concept, we are envisaged to provide legal knowledge to our technocrats. On the other hand, the legal knowledge to the technocrat and scientific knowledge to the forensic expert. Legal knowledge to the scientific expert. So this interchange of discipline, that becomes very, very crucial. And I am very happy to say that this model has been imitated by various universities across globe. Now, I was very keen to extend our relationship with armed forces. Everybody knows we are all patriotic and serving for nation to those who actually guard us on the border. Nothing can inspire you better than that. And I am very happy that our proposal was accepted, and this 3-month course was curated in last 3-4 months with very detailed discussions, deliberations at Army headquarters. I discussed multiple times, offline, online, and then this course has been curated. We have planned this course with very high diligence because we want to showcase that we are the best and we can't go less than best in any activity. And this is our first batch, and I assure you, sir, and all sitting here, that we will not leave any stone unturned to give the best of the best to this batch. Sir, within the span of around 1 year or so, we have developed state-of-art facilities, be it the smart classroom, be it the laboratories, and all sectors. We have developed very state-of-art cyber forensic lab now. We have developed AI, then robotics and other labs are ready. DNA lab in next 3 to 4 months is going to be the best in Asia. We have purchased so many equipments, and the laboratory is in the process to be built very soon. Probably outside, many of you must have seen some net are being placed. This is the first institute probably having the testing of these drones in the campus. So several first time, although we are the first in the state and we are the second in the country having the forensic science exclusively in this institute. But this law with labs, we are the first. Now, this course, just to give you some idea, sir, there are 38 officers representing Pan India, and they are from different fields. They are the trainers also, they are field officers having vast experience. We are curating the course in consultance with them, and we are ready to transform or to modify the course as per their need, and particularly we are more delighted to go by case study method. They are 38, as I said, but they are our esteemed guests. They are not the participants. We always take them our esteemed guests, and we will give the best to all of them. Once again, I thank you all to participate in this morning for this first of its kind course curated by UPSIFS and Army Headquarters together. With this, once again, thank you very much. Good day. Bye.
Thank you very much, sir, for your kind and visionary words. Now, we invite you all to join us on a virtual tour of our institute. Through this, we will witness the incredible journey of UPSIFS, its growth, and the advancement that have shaped it into what it is today.
जहां पर हम लोगों ने उत्तर प्रदेश स्टेट इंस्टीट्यूट ऑफ फॉरेंसिक साइंसेस की स्थापना की है, ये लैंड कभी उत्तर प्रदेश पुलिस की ही थी।
कहाँ चला मैं तेरे बिना मैं
लेकिन अब लैंड इतना रखेंगे कि फ्यूचर में अगर कभी यूनिवर्सिटी बनाने की नौबत आएगी तो फिर इसको हम एक यूनिवर्सिटी के रूप में भी आगे बढ़ाने का काम करेंगे। और मैं धन्यवाद दूंगा गृह विभाग ने भी और इंस्टीट्यूट के पहले डायरेक्टर के रूप में डॉक्टर जी के गोस्वामी जी ने भी पूरी मेहनत किया। यहाँ पे डिप्लोमा, डिग्री और पीजी के अनेक पाठ्यक्रमों को ला करके उसको आगे बढ़ाने का कार्य किया।
तेरे बिना मैं आदिस्तुताय कहाँ चला मैं आकार लेने लगा ख्वाब मेरा साकार होते रुका ख्वाब मेरा
यहाँ इनवाइट करने के लिए हमारी स्टैंडिंग कंसेंट है डॉक्टर गोस्वामी को। सिर्फ इतना राइडर है कि कोर्ट आवर्स में नहीं आ पाएंगे, बाकी जैसे भी जब भी बुलाएंगे यहाँ बच्चों के बीच में हम जरूर आएंगे।
डॉक्टर जी के गोस्वामी जी को गजेंद्र जी ने जो सर ने बीज बोया था उसको सींच करके खाद दे करके उसको तैयार किया है और एक अच्छे वृक्ष के रूप में हमारी इंस्टीट्यूट आज तैयार हो चुकी है।
तेरे बिना मैं आदिस्तुताय कहाँ चला मैं आकार लेने लगा।
अवसर पर मैं एक बार फिर डायरेक्टर साहब का धन्यवाद देना चाहूँगा कि उन्होंने बहुत ही कम समय में लगभग 1.25 साल में ये संस्थान बनकर तैयार हुआ और आज 1.5 साल के अंदर उन्होंने संस्थान को इस ऊंचाई पे पहुंचाया है। मुझे उम्मीद है आप सबके सहयोग से और परिश्रम से ये संस्थान नई ऊंचाइयों को हासिल करेगा और जैसा माननीय मुख्यमंत्री जी ने कल्पना किया है, ये सिर्फ राष्ट्रीय स्तर पर नहीं बल्कि अंतर्राष्ट्रीय स्तर पर भी अपनी छाप छोड़ेगा फॉरेंसिक साइंस के एडवांसमेंट के क्षेत्र में। धन्यवाद, नमस्कार।
फॉरेंसिक विज्ञान की विश्व स्तरीय शिक्षा प्रदान करने के उद्देश्य से उत्तर प्रदेश राज्य फॉरेंसिक विज्ञान संस्थान की स्थापना लखनऊ में की गई है। इस संस्थान का उद्देश्य फॉरेंसिक विज्ञान के क्षेत्र में विश्व स्तरीय मानव संसाधन तैयार करना है तथा शोधपरक शिक्षा को बढ़ावा देना है।
हे गणराय तेरे बिना मैं आदि स्तुताय कहाँ चला मैं। हे गणराय तेरे बिना मैं आदि स्तुताय कहाँ चला मैं। आकार लेने लगा ख्वाब मेरा साकार होते रुका ख्वाब मेरा। मेरे अधूरे कार्य सानी निदा दबा कर दे तू पूरे आज सानी दबा दबा
Our esteemed speaker, Ms. Niha Jan, is an IS officer from 2014 batch. She is currently serving as the Special Secretary to the Government of Uttar Pradesh in the IT and Electronics Department and as a Managing Director at UPSIFS. With a background in Computer Science and Engineering from HPTI Kanpur, ma'am has also served as the District Magistrate and Collector of Kanpur Dehat, among various other key positions. I request ma'am to share her words with us.
Very good morning, esteemed dignitaries on the dais and everybody over here. I'm delighted to be invited again by sir and at his insistence, क्योंकि मेरा जो इनविटेशन था वो इतनी लंबी छुट्टियों की वजह से मिस हो गया था, बट सर ने मुझे सुबह रिमाइंड किया एंड आई कुड नॉट से नो डिस्पाइट अदर कमिटमेंट्स. बट सर थैंक यू सो मच एंड रियली आई वांट टू कॉन्ग्रेचुलेट यू, क्योंकि मुझे याद है कि अभी थोड़े ही टाइम पहले आपने एक ऑनलाइन कोर्स भी लॉन्च किया था, जिसको आई थिंक आप और भी बड़े प्लेटफॉर्म्स पे, कर्मयोगी पे और कौरजरा पे भी डालने का आप उस पर प्रयासरत हैं. और आज जो आपने इंडियन आर्मी के साथ जो किया है, डेफिनेटली सर इट्स अ फेदर ऑन द कैप एंड इट्स अ वेरी प्रोमिनेंट थिंग विच यू आर डूइंग टुडे. जैसे सर आपने बोला कि इंटरडिसिप्लिनरी अप्रोच बहुत ज़रूरी है, और जब ऐसा होता है जैसे कि सर आईपीएस है, तो सर इंश्योर करते हैं कि आईपीएस के जो सबसे अच्छे चर्चित चेहरे, जैसे सर है हमारे राजीव सर हैं या हमारे डीजीपी सर हैं, सबको उन्होंने बुलाया, बट ही इंश्योर्स कि एडमिनिस्ट्रेशन से भी कोई हो. एडमिनिस्ट्रेशन से सर ने मुझे कई बार मौका दिया है स्टेज से बोलने के लिए. आपने देखा हमारे चीफ सेक्रेटरी सर भी थे. फिर ऐसा नहीं होता कि आपको अकेडमिया से लोग नहीं मिलेंगे, आपको हमारे एस्टीम्ड प्रोफेसर अरुण मोहन शेरी जो ट्रिपल आईटी से सर आपसे पहले मुलाकात भी हुई है, हम लोग काफ़ी बार चर्चा कर चुके, और आज एनएलयू से मतलब लीगल बैकग्राउंड से भी सर ने लोगों को बुलाया है. और आज आप सभी साथी जो यहाँ पे बैठे हुए हैं इंडियन आर्मी से हैं, डेफिनेटली मतलब अगर किसी एक फील्ड में, मतलब क्रिकेट और आर्मी यही दो चीज़ें हैं जो देश को देश बनाती है, तो आप लोग के साथ एक जो समन्वय आज आपने बिठाया है सर आपने एफर्ट से, वो निश्चित ही बहुत ही काबिले तारीफ है और मेरी बहुत शुभकामनाएं सर. मैं एक स्टूडेंट हूँ, सीखने की फेज में हूँ, तो मैं बहुत ज्ञान नहीं दे पाऊंगी इस टॉपिक में सर, बट आई वुड डेफिनेटली लाइक टू लर्न. एंड सर एक सुझाव ये है कि आप प्रशासनिक अधिकारियों के लिए भी एक कोर्स लॉन्च कर सकते हैं, जो कि एक छोटा मे बी वीक लॉन्ग कोर्स भी हो सकता है जस्ट फॉर ओरिएंटेशन, क्योंकि इंटरडिसिप्लिनरी अप्रोच बहुत जरूरी है. धन्यवाद सर. थैंक यू सो मच सर. जय हिंद, जय भारत.
Thank you, ma'am, for sharing your valuable insights. Now, it is an honor to welcome Professor Sanjay Singh, presently serving as the Director of Giri Institute of Development Studies, former Vice-Chancellor of Dr. Ram Manohar Lohia National Law University, and a renowned scholar in the field of sociology. He holds an MA and PhD from the University of Lucknow, and his expertise cover Indian sociology, political and legal sociology, rural studies, and democratic decentralization. Sir has authored numerous books and published over 30 research articles in reputed journals. He has also played a key role in organizing several national and international academic events. His work offers valuable insights into socio-political and legal structures shaping India today. Please join me in warmly welcoming Dr. Sanjay Singh to address the gathering.
Thank you. I'm very thankful to Professor Goswami for inviting me, and when the invitation was there with me, I was thinking, what's my role in fact that's going to be there in that whole interaction between law and technology. But when I was there on my way to this place, I thought I'll have to say something, and what that something has to be. So, with the permission of the chair, I would like to share something with you. When you take recourse to legal studies and its relationship to other important domains, for that matter, technology and broader society, then there are three important variables, in fact. One, when you take law from the philosophical perspective, because when you write law, certain important background is there, a philosophy is there, and with that particular philosophy, you are making certain important writings. So what that philosophy is all about, and then what's the internal perspective of law? When you are writing the law, there are certain consistencies, there are certain inconsistencies in law, and that we refer it to as jurisprudence of the law. And then the third very important, what law does, its impact. And that's the domain of sociology of law. And therefore, when law and technology interface is there in the contemporary time period, then all these three, they are very important. And we'll have to take the course to not only philosophy, jurisprudence, but sociology of law as well. Since you are celebrating the birth centenary of Dr. Ambedkar, and we initiated our journey in the independent India with a good constitution. That constitution worked for some time period, and that was a very good time period, in fact, the initial days. And then in 1974-75, a time period of emergency came in. And therefore, thereafter, we moved on. And 1991, another important time frame is there, where we say we have taken the course to the new economic policy. Now, if you take the journey of that particular constitution, that democratic constitution was there in the background of democracy, and it was very good. Those writings, in fact, they were looking very good. But during the emergency time period, when the democracy was suspended for a very short period of time, those writings, in fact, they were so difficult. And then you move on to post-90s, where the market forces, or you can say open economy, the liberalization, globalization regime, what you take, that particular constitution is taking up certain important other meanings. And that's why, what I always say, the philosophy is important, the background is important. And in that particular background, if you are making certain important laws, they do have certain important meanings for all of us. And that's why what we need in the technology and legal interface, that at least the nuances of technology, the legal experts should know, and the nuances of law, the people from technology, they should learn. And that's only possible when the interinstitutional collaborations, they are made. Then, another important development, in fact, that I would like to share with you after independence, that Constitution has given us a very, very important, significant identity. And that particular identity is the identity of a citizen. You move on, that particular identity of a citizen, in fact, and certain important time frames, is converting into collective identities also. That collective identity is there in the form of gender, caste, religion. But why this collective identity is not there in the form of certain important professional groups, certain important expertise, and therefore, when you perceive the whole journey, sometimes it looks as if individual identity and the collective identity, they are there in a parallel frame, but sometimes the contradictions, they are there. And that's very true with reference to technology. Technology to how many? Whether this digital divide that is very clearly visible to us is not a hindrance, because those who do have awareness, those who do have opportunity to handle the technology, in fact, they are there in the advantageous position. And that's why number of issues and challenges which are there on their part, we can address them. But what about that particular technology that's not available to a majority? So how to take up their cause? This is another important task, in fact, and all the institutional collaborations, in fact, that should take recourse to those broader population group also with reference to the technology and how this technology, in fact, is decentralized to others, and how the legal frame will work in that direction also. I'm very happy, in fact, that a group of Army personals, in fact, they are there with us. And I had no, in fact, other important forums to interact with them. But today, they are there with us. And in fact, on behalf of the organizing team, I welcome you all here. Maybe in the course of the discussion in the coming days, if Professor Goswami will provide me a chance, in fact, so I would like to interact with you on certain important broader aspects which I have with me, which in today's session I do not want to discuss with you because it will take a lot more time with this. In fact, I thank you, Professor, for inviting me, and thank you all.
Thank you, sir, for your words have added immense value to the event. Now, it is my honor to welcome Major General Anirudh Sakre, a decorated officer of Indian Army with over 30 years of service, currently serving as the Chief Signal Officer at Central Command. Sir has led key operations in Kashmir, and Eastern Ladakh, and commanded the Army Cyber Group. An alumni of IMA Dehradun, he also holds degree from IIT Madras, DIIT Pune, and Punjab University. Let's give a warm welcome to Major General Sakre.
Am I audible at the back, please? Just raise your hand if I'm audible. Thank you. Respected Chief Guest of the event, Shri Rajeev Krishna IPS, DG Vigilance, Government of Uttar Pradesh, Ms. Niha Jan IPS, Special Secretary IT and Electronics Department, Government of Uttar Pradesh, Professor Sanjay Singh, National Law University, Lucknow, Dr. Arun Mohan Cherry, Director IIIT Lucknow, and most of all, Dr. G.K. Goswami, sir. Distinguished guests, esteemed fraternity, and participants from the Indian Armed Forces. Good morning and Jai Hind. Some of you may think, why am I here? Because generally you associate uniform with soldiering, and this is a pretty different field. Let me burst some myths here by saying that soldiering is just not about being there in the borders and doing the physical part. In Army, we have a term called scholar warrior. That means your mental faculties also have to keep up with the physical progress. So I hope these gentlemen who are sitting here in front of me will do good and hold my words up as they take this academic pursuit. As far as I'm concerned, it's a singular honor and privilege for me to be standing here to attend the inaugural session of a unique, specially curated course, the Professional Diploma in CyberTech and Legal Governance for Indian Armed Forces, specially curated for us by the university. We are very, very thankful for you, sir. In an era increasingly defined by digital transformation, where cyberspace permeates every sphere of human interaction, the need for cyber vigilance, technological competence, and legal foresight has never been more critical. Cyber threats today are not only technical anomalies. They are challenges to national security, personal privacy, economic stability, and even social trust. From the ransomware attacks which cripple infrastructure to misinformation campaign that breaks societal cohesion, each incident deserves urgency for trained professionals who can straddle the domains of technological and law with equal proficiency. The nature of warfare has evolved. Though tanks and aircrafts still are symbols of national strength, but the bytes and bandwidths have become equally important. Our vulnerabilities have extended from the border post to our server ports today. As far as armed forces are concerned, cyberspace has emerged as the fifth dimension of warfare, alongside land, air, sea, and space. In an era of multi-domain operations, cyber attacks today can be as crippling as conventional strikes, which can paralyze communications, disrupt supply chains, manipulate data, and compromise operational readiness in the armed forces domain. And unlike traditional battle, these threats are asymmetric, anonymous, transnational, and even persistent even during peace as we stand, and more importantly, in the gray zone conflict. Today, therefore, cyber forensics has become a decisive instrument in that protocol. Whether it's recovering a tampered log file from a compromised system or attributing a phishing attack to an inimical intelligence agency, cyber forensic science provides the hard evidence required to respond with precision and legality. It is in this backdrop that participants must undertake this journey of Diploma in CyberTech and Legal Governance, which has been tailor-made for you by the Institute in consultation with the Army Headquarters. The Indian Army has carefully selected you, 2 Lieutenant Colonels and 38 junior commissioned officers with potential exception for specialization. They will be immersed in a blend of classroom lectures, hands-on workshops, and simulation exercises right here in this esteemed institute. As we are well aware that UPSIFS is affiliated with the National Forensic Sciences University, a premier university dedicated to advances the field of forensic science in India. This affiliation ensures that the courses, training and research conducted at the institute adhere to national standards and benefit from the expertise, resources, and academic framework provided by NFSU. Through this collaboration, the institute students gain access to world-class curriculum, cutting-edge forensic technologies, sharing best practices, and exposure to a vast network of professionals and experts in the field, of which you participants undertaking the diploma will be direct beneficiaries. This course, of course, is not just academic in nature. It is strategic in intent. It aims to equip you, the defense personnel, with the knowledge, tools, and legal insights required to effectively engage in cyber defense, enforce cyber law compliance, and contribute to formulation of resilient digital policies. The program is structured to build critical expertise in several areas such as video forensics, drone forensics, cyber laws, and advanced computer operations. Drawing from the inputs of Military Operations Directorate, the module covers everything from cyber tools and web application security to system protection, penetration testing, and security of industrial control systems. On a personal note, it is indeed a privilege for me to be here because as I have been the commander of Army Cyber Group for over 2 years, and I was intimately involved in raising the command cyber ops wings, of which you shall get a chance to do your duties. I was also involved in formulation of the various organizations and policies, and so it gives me immense pleasure. And I thank the professor for this, that giving me an opportunity to be here to see the fruits of labor we put 3 years back to come to fruition today. To the participants who embark on this academic journey, I would like to say, you're not acquiring just a diploma, you're stepping into the roles of being digital sentinels and ethical innovators in the governance of the defense cyberspace. I urge you to embrace this challenge with curiosity, discipline, and a sense of duty. To the faculty and the mentors who will guide these soldiers in uniform, I would like to say, you are not just shaping professionals, you are shaping the very foundation of national security as we build this edifice brick by brick. Let this course just not be a source of learning, but a forum of exchange, where on-ground realities enrich academic rigor and vice versa. In closing, I'd like to commend the Institute for the foresight and the expertise in this domain. May this program grow into a beacon for interdisciplinary excellence and may inspire similar efforts across the nation. Thank you and Jai Hind.
Thank you, sir. We are truly obliged and express our sincere gratitude. It is a great pleasure to introduce Dr. Arun Mohan Shri, an eminent scholar and leader in the field of computer science and management, a gold medalist with an M.Tech and PhD from IIT Kharagpur. Sir has received prestigious honors including the Swaroop Bhatnagar Gold Medal, the Indian Icon Award, and the Rabindranath Tagore Samman for his outstanding contributions to education. With over 25 years of academic and leadership experience, he has guided numerous PhD scholars, published extensively, and held key positions at institutions like IMT Ghaziabad and NIMS Mumbai. He currently serves as a director of IIIT Lucknow. We are privileged to have him with us today. Please join me in welcoming Dr. Arun Mohan Shri to deliver his address.
Good morning. Today we are here for the inaugural session of a 3-month program in CyberTech and legal governance. Friends, as far as this cyber technology is concerned, or the legal aspect of cyber technology is concerned. Because technology is changing so fast, the rules and laws which we are framing today will be outdated tomorrow. And the problem is, if you will see the latest development in the area of cyber technology, we are talking about artificial intelligence. We are talking about the products related with artificial intelligence. Let me give you a few examples. Now, the popular product related with AI, whether it's ChatGPT or Grok AI, you know the development. This company was founded by Elon Musk, who developed this Grok AI in the year 2023. And the version which is available today is the version 3. And the development in between, in just 2.5 years, 6 versions of Grok AI. When I was a student, if you will see the development at that time, the basic programming languages, if you will see the software available at that time or the languages available at that time, the basic, the beginner's all-purpose symbolic instruction code, version 1. And after several years, you know, you will find version 1.1 or 1.2 or 1.3. So now technology is changing in such a fast pace, then, you know, the framing the laws and framing the norms is also very difficult. And as far as security is concerned, again the same quote. Nothing is secure. The thing which is secure today will be insecure tomorrow. Because the changes are so fast. Earlier, you know, the security means the security of your computer, security of your data, security of your floppy drive or disk drive. Now, data is at remote location. In a different country, we are accessing the data through cloud. We are saving our data in a different country at a different place. And norms are different in different countries. And even we don't know where our data is. So, this course is very interesting, and at the same time, it's very challenging as well. Because cyber tech and cyber laws are different in different countries, at different locations. It's not confined to the geographical boundary of India. Now, if you will see the norms related with CyberTech or the cyber laws, due to the rapid growth of technology, I discussed few things related with artificial intelligence. But it's not only artificial intelligence. There are other technologies as well. For example, blockchain. Blockchain, there is a contract, a smart contract, and there is no human intervention. This means you need a separate norms, separate guidelines when you are going for a smart contract. IoT, Internet of Things, there are different norms. Now we are talking about communication technologies in place of 4G, 5G, 6G. 5G is roughly 100 times faster than 4G. G stands for generation, 4th generation and 5th generation wireless communication technology. So things are changing so fast, so naturally we have to design these cyber laws, cyber norms, keeping in mind the fast pace of this changing world. For example, now artificial intelligence we are using in the field of medical science. A surgery without human intervention, a surgery by artificial intelligence based device. So naturally, you have to design norms keeping in mind that this surgery will be performed by a machine, not by human. And the application of artificial intelligence is in every field. Name the field you can apply artificial intelligence. And as far as the growth of AI is concerned, right now AI is in narrow stage. Narrow stage means right now AI is performing just one task or two tasks. Even it's not in the intermediate stage. It will take several years to reach at the advanced stage. So keeping in mind we are right now in the narrow stage. When AI will be in the advanced stage, then what will be the norms? When it will be in the intermediate stage, then what will be the norms? And continuously we are working in this. For example, we are working with an institute which is at Raebareli, which is related with pharmaceutical science, NIPER. And we are working on customized drug design. Customized drug design with the help of artificial intelligence. Let me give you one example. What is the meaning of customized drug design? Abhi COVID period, mein aapne dekha, when somebody was suffering from fever, then common medicine was Dolo 650. Dolo 650 for everybody, whether the age is 12 years or 82 years or weight of the person is 40 kg or 140 kg or fever is 99 or fever is 104. The common drug was Dolo 650. But now what we are doing, we are working on, the specific drug for a specific patient. Similarly, we are working on a knowledge chip. Knowledge chip means, everyone needs a different type of instruction, personalized knowledge. Again, it's based upon the technique called artificial intelligence. So name the area we can apply artificial intelligence. Name the area where we can apply the technology. But the foundation is important, whether it's cyber laws or cyber technology. I hope after this 3 months program, you people will be in a position to understand what is the meaning of cyber technology, what is the meaning of cyber laws. And after this program, you have to come on daily basis, you have to update yourself. Otherwise, this program, 3 months of duration, if you will not update yourself, it will be outdated and it will be of no use for you. So my only advice is, after this 3 months program, you are continuously supposed to be updated yourself. So my best wishes to all of you. All the best. Jai Hind, Jai Bharat.
Thank you, sir, for always guiding us and for this enlightening address. Now, it's time to welcome the chief guest. It is my privilege to welcome a highly respected officer and visionary leader, Shri Rajeev Krishna, Director General of Vigilance, Uttar Pradesh, and Chairman of the Uttar Pradesh Police Research and Promotion Board, a 1991 batch IPS officer. Sir has served in key roles across Mathura, Etawah, Agra, Noida, and Lucknow. He was the founding chief of the UP Anti-Terror Squad and later served as IG Operation in BSF, overseeing crucial operations on both Indo-Pakistan and Indo-Bangladesh borders. During this time, he led the implementation of the sensor-based integrated border management system. He has also served as ADG in UP and is currently focused on training and mentoring the next generation of police officers and leaders. Today, we are honored to hear his insights on cybersecurity training for defense personnel. Please join me in welcoming Shri Rajeev Krishna.
Thank you. Major General Anirudh Sakre, Chief Signal Officer, Headquarter, Central Command. Dr. G.K. Goswami, ADG and Founding Director, UPSIFS. Dr. Arun Mohan Shri, Director, IIIT Lucknow. Ms. Niha Jan, Special Secretary, IT, Government of UP. Professor Sanjay Singh, RML, National Law University. Mr. Rajiv Malhotra, DIG, UPSIFS. All the faculty members, distinguished guests, and all the participants of this course. First of all, let me thank Dr. Goswami for inviting me here. I was not only pleasantly surprised to see the extent of work he has done in bringing this institute in such a short time, but also the level of commitment, passion, and excellence which he has brought in this institute. Let me congratulate Dr. Goswami for setting up this Center of Excellence in the field of forensics, cyber forensics, cyber security, AI, data sciences, forensic law, and all the connected fields. It's very difficult to set up a knowledge-based institute. And I'm not talking only in terms of infrastructure. I'm talking in terms of faculty, in terms of courses, in terms of knowledge being imparted. And this truly shows the commitment and passion, a vision which he has brought for this institute and for which he single-mindedly is focused in bringing this institute to that level. So I congratulate all the faculty members, all the people associated with this institute, and I wish all the best to each one of them. This course, which has been designed by UPSIFS in very close coordination with Indian Army and DGMO, I was going through the syllabus and the contents of this course, and I was highly impressed with the depth and the breadth of the subjects which are being taken in this course. And I'm quite sure that, as my previous speakers told, it will be a very exciting journey for next 3 months for both the participants and the faculty. I'm told that 40 officers of Indian Army are participating in this course, and this is an important step towards acquiring expertise both in the technical and the legal aspects of not only cyber security, but all the other related subjects. General Saab just told that the importance of cyber security, and cyber security is integrally connected with cyber warfare. It has truly come out as a force multiplier, and it is an integral part of the strategy of both the defense and offense in almost all the modern armies. In US, the Cyber Command was created way back in 2010. It was established on October 1, 2010 to be precise, and now boasts of significant offensive capabilities as well as defensive capabilities. Many aspects of cyber warfare as well as the defense towards those attacks from your opponents, they form the part of these cyber commands. Apart from US, all the major countries, we have in China we have People's Liberation Army Strategic Support Force, which was established in December 2015, and China, North Korea, Iran and Israel are supposed to be the major forces, major countries with the state-of-the-art cyber defense as well as cyber warfare. Similarly, in Russia, United Kingdom and all the major countries have formed these cyber commands. In India also, it is in the process. 2023, I am told that the operationalization is going on, and as of now, there are dedicated cyber units in each of the 6 regional commands coordinated by the Indian Army. Now, my understanding is that in this institute, you will be mainly touching upon the defensive aspect of cybersecurity as well as the legal aspect of those defensive part. In last couple of years, I would say in last about 10 years, and more so since the advent of COVID, all our lives are deeply impacted by the use of mobile and computers. In India, I don't think there will be any person who would not be aware of their use and existence. Almost everybody now uses mobile and computers for doing their daily routine activities, be it study, be it purchasing, be it e-commerce. And with the expansion of usage of cyber technology, both in the civilian and in the army defense area, the cyber crime at a micro level and cyber warfare at a macro level has increased tremendously. Some of the cyber attacks which are conducted by countries, they are involved, they consist of micro level cyber attacks, which are also termed as cyber crime in the local civilian parlance. For example, phishing. You have innumerable number of phishing attacks on civilians in terms of cyber fraud, cyber identity theft, cyber house arrest and whatnot. The similar activity, when it is done for the purpose of swindling, taking money or some such criminal intent, it falls within the purview of civilian domain, policing and cyber police. The same activity when it is done with the purpose of compromising the defense of the nation, the technology is same. Usage are different. The defenses are same. The purpose are different. The laws remain same. So these micro level activities like phishing attack, ransomware, all these activities, it has not only become very relevant for the police forces to prevent them, but also for the defense forces to ensure the security of their headquarters, their personnel's information, and so on and so forth. Then there is distributed denial of service. I can tell you my own personal example. I'm also looking after the recruitment of UP Police, and recently we conducted a huge examination involving 48 lakh candidates for 60-odd thousand posts. The day result was announced, or the day result was supposed to be announced, we had intimated prior to that the date and timing. Within first 90 seconds of our uploading the results, there were 1.2 crore hits on the cyber website. Now, that was clearly a distributed denial of service operation. When we involved certain agencies into that, we found that most of them were coming from servers in Russia. A simple civilian examination for constable, just to create a situation in which the confidence in the government is lowered, you can't even have a proper result, invited such a cyber attack. Our vendors were good. We had not in such a big extent, but we had thought about this possibility. So within about 2 minutes, we were able to recover from this attack by deploying additional servers, and within 2 minutes, the site was again up and about. But this is the extent of cyber attack which is there. And if the defenses are not prepared, if there are not alternate servers, if there are not redundant network available, then very crucial moments during any operation can be wasted, and crucial operations can be compromised. Now, there are countries which are involved in these distributed denial of service attacks, and all the major facilities have to have those defensive capabilities. I'm sure this course will also touch upon that. Then, of course, there are micro attacks like malware, ransomware, in which the important computers can be compromised and the information can be transmitted to your enemies. So, proper discipline, proper care, proper updation of all our computer equipments, and discipline takes the first step. If there is a rule that unauthorized pen drives should not be used, then it should be followed scrupulously. Because such negligent act give rise to malware, phishingware, and ransomware attacks. These are broadly the categories in which micro level players they play. You must have heard of a lot of stories about Jamtara and other such places. When I was ADG Agra zone, we had 3 such pockets. One on the Mathura, Haryana, Rajasthan border. There were 2 villages. Then there was one in Baha area, and there was one in Eta area. All so-called backward areas in which the villagers there, they had achieved such a brilliant expertise in these phishing attacks, in these online hostage situation, that almost the entire villages were involved in these activities. At the national level, there are different types of attacks. Apart from this DDMS, which I just talked to you about, you have advanced persistent threat. What is that? That is basically the hacking of main utilities. You must have heard of even in this current Russia-Ukraine war, that many of their utilities were taken off by this force or that force. So these constant surveillance, constant recce of the country's essential utilities, finding holes in their security, keeping softwares or viruses in such a manner that when the time arises, they can make them go defunct. That is the offensive capability. In the defensive field, we have to see that our facilities are not under such type of attack. They are not under such, their softwares and their trojans and their viruses, they are not under those type of attacks. Then at the country level, there are things called supply chain attack. Must have heard of recent Hezbollah attack on Hezbollah by Israel, in which more than 2,000 Hezbollah commanders were injured or killed. That was what? Basically, that was at the vendor level, the mobiles which they used to purchase, mobiles or what do you call them? Pagers, yes, you are right. The pagers and mobiles which they used to purchase, at that level they infiltrated the device. And once they were distributed to Hezbollah commanders, on a single stroke of button, all of them exploded, resulted in such a huge loss to, or other victory to Israel, or whichever way you look at it. That is a political thing. But the capability, technical capability is there. This is supply chain. At the supply chain level, similarly, about 10-15 years back, you must have heard of Israel attack on Iran centrifuge, where the fans or something, some equipment which are being brought from France, at that level, the vendor level, they were compromised. And when they were deployed in the nuclear weaponry, whatever, reactor, it made it dysfunctional. They are country level attacks. Zero-day exploits. Again, a recent example of Pegasus, software by Israel. As I told you, Israel, North Korea, China, America, all these are very, very much ahead in the offensive capabilities. So we have to have at least defensive capabilities to ensure that these type of, at least within our area of operation, area of responsibility, these things are not able to be penetrated. Another part of this course, which I was reading about this course, was about drone forensics and drone analytics. Now, drone as a hardware has become absolutely ubiquitous. When I was in BSF, I was there from 12 to 17. For 1 year, I was in Jammu and Kashmir, and for the rest of the 4 years, I was IG operations BSF, looking after both the borders. At that time, the prevalence of drone was minimal. We used to have incidents about, I would say, once a month, in which the drones were used across Pakistan to transport the heroin or smuggling the weapons and so on. Now it is highly prevalent. The drones are being used almost every day. So the one important learning lesson from this course would be to understand the drone forensics, the capabilities of drone forensics. You can have data acquisition and preservation, how to do it, not only for the technical point of view, but also from the legal point of view to make it presentable in the court. There are a lot of challenges in that. You have encrypted data are there. You have normally army and forces, they work in very strict time pressure in the combat zone. So it's not that the equipment is there in a very spick and span condition. Memory may be lost or it may be difficult to retrieve. But all these things you will learn. There are tools for that. You will learn during this course that how to retrieve the data and preserve it legally with the proper legal this thing. Then flight path, to find out the source and origin of the point where it started. The flight path is based on their GPS routing and log analysis. You can find what are the point of enemies, from where they are putting up the drones. An appropriate action, counter action can be taken. Then now these drones are used for some media analysis, for some payload, whatever payload is there. If the payload is media, video or audio, video normally is there. Then that is also a huge data to be analyzed, to be acquired, to be denied to the enemy. Again, all these things have a lot of challenges, which I'll not go into right now, but they are essential to know. This is a pretty long course of 3 months. I'm quite sure all these things will come up during the course. Incident reconstruction. So all these things, they are very important there was a saying earlier that one person in the intelligence wing or with proper intelligence is equal to 1,000, one Fauji in the int wing with proper intelligence is worth 1,000 of normal troops. Now same is true for all of you cyber cops, cyber people. Each one of you is more than equal to 1,000 of your companions if you have these type of knowledge. And all of us can do much more for the country, for the unit, for the army, being where you are than probably anywhere else. So this is the relevance of army IT experts. Our own drone systems, जो army के अपने हैं, उनको secure, how to secure them. This is on the defensive side. So every utility has both defensive and offensive component to it. So all these things will make, I'm sure, this course very, very interesting. I know Dr. Goswami, we have a very long professional and personal association for the last 20 years. He is absolutely passionate about what he is doing. He'll bring the best in the country before you for your guest lectures, for your expert lectures. I wish all the very best for this course, for all the participants, and for this institute. Thank you. Jai Hind.
Thank you, sir, for this enlightening session. It was an honor to hear from a true guardian of the nation and to learn from your experience and leadership. Moving forward, I would like to request Director Sir to present a memento to our chief guest, Shri Rajeev Krishna. I would like to request Additional Director Sir to present a memento to Major General Anirudh Sakre. Thank you, sir. I would like to request Additional Director, sir, to present a memento to Dr. Arun Mohan Shri. Thank you, sir. I would like to request Director, sir, to present a memento to Professor Sanjay Singh. Thank you, sir. I request Director, sir, to present a memento to Ms. Niha Jan. Thank you, sir. Now, I would like to request Additional Director, UPSIFS, Shri Rajeev Malhotra, sir, to kindly deliver the vote of thanks.
On behalf of the Institute, the founding director of the UPSIFS, the faculty, the students, I thank all the distinguished guests sitting on the dais to have come here, blessed us, and honored us. Their vast and varied experience, their domain expertise will go a long way in inspiring and motivating our students, we all, and the trainees. We kick off the training today in cyber technology and legal governance. The hard work which has gone in preparing us for the training, I can assure all the trainees here, all the Army officers here, that once this training concludes, it will come off better than your expectations. That I can assure you. We have purchased equipments, we have established labs, we have procured tools, and that would go a long way in helping you in the classroom as well as on the hands-on. And it will help you in capacity building. Again, sir, Director General, sir, Rajeev, sir, Founding Director, sir, CSO, sir, Madam Neha, ma'am, Professor Sanjay, sir, and Director IIIT. Again, thank you and express my gratitude and heartfelt thanks for having given your valuable time out of the busy schedule and honored us and blessed us. And I hope that the association with all of you would continue in the future also. Thank you once again, sir. Jai Hind, Jai Bharat.
Thank you very much, sir. Before we conclude, I request everyone to rise for the national anthem. Thank you, everyone. I request the dignitaries and the Army officers to kindly move forward for the group photograph at the backyard, which will be followed by high tea at the auditorium lounge. Students are required to be seated.